Back in 2001, Rover had a problem. They'd just been bought by the Phoenix Group, sold by BMW for a measly £10, and were once again a British manufacturer, albeit with some BMW support. But the problem was the name wasn't dynamic anymore. The Rover 75 was an award-winning car, especially for its design, but many journalists felt it was a bit old, a bit fuddy-duddy. So what could Phoenix do? They had the Rover brand. They needed to increase their buyers. They needed to appeal to a younger market. Then they remembered they also owned MG. MG was sporty. The MGF was already established. Maybe they could use that as a brand to attract people to buy its cars. You've already got a decent platform in the Rover 75. You just need to take away the walnut dash and the beige. So who knows what they could have come up with. Same car, different skin. Still a Rover 75, but with a different badge and a few sportier accessories on the side. Definitely appealing to the younger market. I give you the MG ZT. And this is it. In particular, this one is mine. The MG ZT from 2003. The actual production run started in around 2001, just after the split between BMW and Rover Group themselves. This was intended to help sales of the cars, bring younger people in, and you can see why. Vibrant colouring, sports alloys, although these ones were patented by a previous owner, spoiler, body kit styling. It all seemed to fit together and drive people in. In fact, 8,000 were sold in 2003 alone, and in total 25,000 or just over were produced. But can a car built in Longbridge really be fun to drive? Yes. When the MG ZT launched, people were sceptical. After all, it was a 75 in a different guise. But what a different guise. Engineers at Rover had put bigger brakes on to handle better stopping power, had stiffened and lowered the suspension, and because of that they needed to actually revise the entire front grille and bumper assembly, due to the fact that the 75's indicators were already at their legal limit. Lowering it meant they went beyond that. The idea was to make this worthy of the MG badge, and many journalists agreed at the time that it was. When I bought this car, I was told I probably wouldn't get more than 24 mpg. However, I must admit, careful driving, especially on motorways, I have had that up to 38. But town and city, you better hope you've got a petrol station nearby. But despite those flaws, this is actually a really good car. The brakes work. You stop heavy and you stop hard, you stop well. And with lowered and stiffened suspension, you can always go wrong, but I'll say something. The handling in this thing, for a start, is brilliant. Throw it round a corner, and it grips and holds perfectly. You don't feel any serious roll. Of course there's a bit of roll, but you don't feel like you're going to lose control of the car either. And then swinging it back round, and through the gears. Now those gear ratios might be low, but I'll tell you something, this thing does move. 0 to 60 in about 8 seconds, which for a 1.5 tonne car isn't too bad. This is probably one of the better interiors I've ever actually been driven in.
the seats, half leather, trimmed, really hold tight as you're going around those corners. Not that you need it. The steering wheel, again, a leather combination with steering wheel controls and the glove box. Now this is my favourite. With the glove box, you've got the glove box itself and a shelf above it for you to put your cubby holes, your phone, your wallet, your keys if you're a passenger. So you're not sitting on them all the time. The seating position is quite low down, but that gives you a better view of the road. And you can see just over the bonnet. You're not looking down, you're looking across, which I like personally. If you want something that's got a big practical boot, a saloon where the rear seats fold down, you're not too worried about rear legroom, but you want something fun, sporty, something that does still turn heads 13 years later, then the MG ZT, especially the 2.5, is probably the car you're looking for. Now I picked this one up 9 months ago for £800, so you can pick yourself up a cheap, comfortable motorway cruiser and have a lot of fun in the meantime.